Hey guys, welcome along to this abs workout with myself. My name's Dave Cross and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. Now, you're joining me for 20 minutes and you're all going to be on the floor for this entire workout. You don't need any equipment for it whatsoever. So we're going to keep this a really well-rounded workout today, focusing on not just the abs, but the upper, the lower abdominals, obliques, and of course some glutes and lower mid-back as well. So we're not going to miss anything out today. Don't need loads of space, it's not going to be too dynamic, but again, just something comfortable on the floor, maybe a towel, a mat or a rug, anything that's going to keep you comfortable. All right, so if you fit well and ready to get started, we need to press on and get fired through for the rest of the day. So without any further ado, we're going to get our bodies warm. And let's just start lying on your back. Yeah, let's give you some volume. All right, let's make a start. So lie back. All right, we're just going to activate the upper and the lower abdominals, a little bit of oblique work, and then we can get straight into the workout itself. 20 minutes, you ready? Yeah, me too. Start your workout, trackers, fingers to temples, and it's an easy crunch, 2 by 2, up, up, down, and down. Fingers to temples, and elbows pointing out wide. And I'll explain a bit more about that soon. The chin is lightly tucked in, and that allows you to just look through the knees very slightly on the way up. Controlling on the way down and taking some deep breaths. Single time, up and down, go. So the elbows are out to stop you from thinking that you're coming up, because if you took the elbows too far in, it's really just the shoulders that are doing the work. All right, 8 more, please. Breathe out on the way up, in on the way down. Last 4, 3, 2. Now check it out. Arms on the floor, raise both your knees. Up, up, and down, down, tap. Up, up, knees over hips, and down to tap. Now as you stay here for a little while, let's focus on a couple of things. We're trying to activate the lower abdominals here. So let's mentally prepare those muscles. The lower abs are what we're trying to work, but the lower back should hopefully be pressing down toward the floor if you're bracing the entire time. So again, keep that going, but listen to these words. You've naturally got a little space under your lower back, right? Now try and compress that space a little bit, especially as the legs move out. All right, single leg, up and down, switch, up, switch, up, switch. Shins parallel to the floor once the knees up. And again, a nice light tap of the toes. A triple rhythm, ready? We go 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Right now, the head and the shoulders are still on the floor. Fingertips to temples. It's a triple cross crawl. Twist the body. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. The shoulders now come away from the floor, but there's still a nice light tap of the toe. And you notice my style right now is pretty casual, but already there's a little bit of fire happening through the core. The upper, the lower abdominals, and now your obliques. 4, 3, let's wake up the glutes, shall we? Feet on the floor, lift your hips, 2, 2, up, up, down and down. Glutes squeezing nice and tight at the top. Oh, should feel quite good. Same tempo. Once the hips lift, try to also open the chest, the shoulder blades squeeze together. 1 more at that pace, then we hit double tempo, going up and down, go. Because we've got a really short workout today, we're keeping the warm-up pretty short too. So as soon as you're happy, we'll call that the end of your warm-up. Hold, let's start training. Roll yourself up and come over onto your front. Now, if you joined me a few weeks ago in the abs workout, and there's been a few now, but this one was one where I got a lot of responses from, a lot of feedback from this particular movement. So I thought, you know what? why not throw it back in? Come and just lie down on the floor on your front. So I'm going to set you up for a really good hover. And this is a movement that's quite common, but it's also super, super effective to try and work those deep muscles because the core activation required for a hover is superb. It's huge. So let's do this. Elbows under the shoulders, the forearms and the fists are pressing into the floor. Toes touching on the ground, knees on the ground, and then just brace the abs lightly to just gently lift the hips. Now that's a setup for you. That's a good strong position, and again, checking that the elbows are still under the shoulders. Fists together, knees on the floor. Your back should be really flat now. Abs are bracing. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Dig the toes into the floor. Without the hips lifting, straighten your legs, knees up, go. Now at that point there, your body is solid and strong. A straight line from the top of the head to the heels. Sometimes we'll forget about what we've got to do here because of the trembling that you might already be feeling, and so in which case, if that happens, keep the hips where they are and put another bend back into the knees to lightly tap down. But if you can, please stay really strong in this position. Holding. We're not going to stay here for much longer because this is still just setting you up and prepping you for the workout. 4, 3, 2. Now touch down, hold. Now you can either stay down in that setup position or you can sit back, briefly recover, let the shoulders rest before I now talk you through the pointer that we did a few weeks ago. So we try this. Reach forwards, side, forwards, and down to reset. You can be on your knees or your toes. The trick here is to keep the shoulders and hips square to the floor. If you feel good, on your toes, go. And how tempted are you, once the hand lifts, to reach and just roll the shoulder open? Yeah, we've got to try and stay really square to the floor. So if you can't help that, stay on your knees. Can you keep your hips stable as well? Okay, listen. Hold your hover and just lift your right heel up, hold. Touch down. Left heel lifts up and hold. Touch down. Both knees touch, back to the reach. Switch arms. All right, shall we try it? On your toes, arm and opposite leg lifts. And sometimes, if you're thinking too much about the move, you might be tempted to hold your breath. So if you need to, drop to the knee. You can still lift the leg. That's it, really strong brace of the abs. One more. Awesome. Short rest. Sit back. Whoo! Yeah. Now, where did you feel that the most? We should have felt it, and you are going to feel it quite a lot in the shoulders because we're stabilizing a lot. So these stabilizers are going to get a lot of work. But we should feel that in the deep core muscles as well. You'll notice that the back's starting to work, which is superb, and we'll come back to that. But for now, should we try that once more? Yes, please, I hear you. Yes, please. Well, I didn't hear a yes, please, but I heard a yes, please, I want to get stronger. So let's get to it. Straight to the juicy stuff. Elbows under shoulders, on your toes, reach and lift the leg, go. Switch. Now press through the floor with the forearm and the opposite foot. We're only going to do that once more on each side. Go. One more time. Touchdown. Good work. Wow. Come onto your back. What a fantastic start. Okay, for now, arms on the floor. Lift the knees and extend one leg. Out and in, switch. So this is almost like a superset now. We've worked the deep muscles. Now we're going to put some work into the lower abdominals. Now as you do this, we're going to enter a crunch. So at the same time as your leg extends, we're going to reach towards the feet. 2 more. Watch this and join in. Crunch, reset, go. So the palms are lifted. That's to stop you from rolling the shoulders forward too much. And if the hip flexors and the lower abs are starting to bite too hard, you could always tap the toe down. Or the feet can stay on the floor and we can just crunch. But that takes out the lower abdominals a little more. Still there. Chin tucked. 4, 3, 2, short rest, hold, touch the toes down. Now, to add some more work and intensity to what that just was, we're going to extend the arms. So things are going to slow down. I'll show you once, then you can join in. So we're going to reach the arms and legs, then reach overhead. Arms and legs, reach overhead. Try it. Reach, extend, come back. Keep this tempo. If you need to tap the toe down, you of course can. When the arms come overhead, wait till the last second before the head touches down. 4 more. 2 more. Last time. Good. Hug the knees, roll up. Back over onto your front. Whew. Little towel down if you need it. What time are we on? Oh, are we already 10 minutes in? Halfway through the workout already. Goodness me. All right. Before I set you up into a hover, this time a strong plank. So the difference really is that rather than banging on your forearms and elbows, we're powering through the hands and the arms. So the shoulder stabilizers, they're going to take some work here, but let our dominance be in the core, the deep core muscles. We also have done this particular movement before, but I need you to watch. I'll set you up and show you on the knees. Watch first. We're going to drop down, down, up, and up, then rotate. Then you change the leading arm to rotate to the opposite side. So come down, left, right now. Up, left, right. Turn to your left. Right, left. As you walk down and up, shoulders and hips, square. Level to the floor. Being on your knees helps that stability. And then when you rotate, top leg can straighten. Couple more. One more time. Then we're going to do the same thing. Now you can either stay on your knees or come to your toes. 4 reps. If you're on your toes for the turn, try to turn to the inside and outsides of the feet. Alternatively, you can drop to the knees for the walk, then come up to the toes for the rotation. 1 more. Good. Hold. Don't want to spend too much time in that prone position. The shoulders are getting a lot of work as well as the core. So let's relieve that somewhat and come back over onto your back. All right. Right now, our attention is going to come into an up kick. Again, if you joined me before in an abs workout, there's a chance you'd have seen this movement. Arms on the floor again, but I'm going to encourage you to have your palms up. That's to stop you from pressing down into the floor, or at least try to prevent it. So this might be something that you'll do at your own speed as opposed to the music. So watch the first couple of reps, or if you know the move, you can go straight in. Knees, feet, and tap the heels down. Knees to chest, feet to ceiling, tap the toes down. Now the purpose of this is to initiate by lifting the knees, and you can start whenever. Initiate lifting the knees, the lower abdominals work. Then we kick up and then tuck the tailbone up toward the ceiling. But notice it's without the arms. So I could do this without my arms on the floor. I need you to try the same. And it's all about controlling on the way down. There's a little thrust, isn't there? A little kick, right, to get the feet up. If you're pushing into the ground, that means all you're really trying to focus on is getting the feet as high as you can. That's not the focus. The focus is getting the tailbone to lift and controlling on the way down. Just 2 more. Last one. Good. Hold, feet stay on the floor. Looking right up to the ceiling. There's a rope attached to the ceiling. Yeah, and you've done this one before. You're smiling now because you know you've done it and you know how well it worked. So there's a rope attached, and we're going to try and grab the rope and pull our bodies up. But it's going to be continuous. So actually imagine it's like on a feeding wheel. Feet can stay on the floor for now. We're going to reach and twist the opposite shoulder away. So it goes like this. Reach, reach. Try it. So there's the rotation in the middle of the chest. So we get some mobility, get the obliques working. And if you like to visualize it, you can actually grab the imaginary rope. I don't know why I'm doing that. Doesn't make any difference to my core. Just looks good though, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set up, done, hold. We can do the same thing with the knees lifted, or if you're feeling really, really brave, legs can straighten, depending on the flexibility of your hamstrings, right? Knees bent, feet up, reach. Climb the rope. Stay breathing, that helps. 8, 7, 6, 5, oh, it's pinching now. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Now hopefully that really hit the upper abdominals, and because we had to stabilize by keeping the legs in the air, the lower abs are working too. Let's superset that quickly, going back into the up kick. On your marks, set, go. Again, this can be done at your own speed. If you like rhythm, you could go in, down, but still controlling on the way down. 4, 3, 2, keep the legs up, rope climb. Oh. Oh. 8, 7, if you need to bend the knees, you can. Hold on, come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll over. What time are we on? Let's get through this quick. Don't mean to rush you. I'm sorry, but I told you 20 minutes. I'm already 18 and a half minutes in. So let's plow through. So I promised you a very well-rounded workout. We've hit deep core muscles, we've hit obliques, upper abdominals. We're going to start to work at the glutes more, the lower and the mid back. And what's really important is we can't just keep crunching. So what we do have to do is balance it with some back muscle training. So here's what we're gonna try. We're gonna scoop around, lifting the chest, and then drawing the arms and the hands back. The entire time, trying to keep your chest and your rib cage lifted right there. So the toes are connected to the floor, the glutes are firing, and the chest is high. Go. Reach round, scoop back. Reach round, scoop back. If you need a little bit of help, you can always brush the floor with the fingertips or stay connected the entire time. Yes. 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold. Rest. All right. That's 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Not yet. Not yet. Can we do that once more to really make sure that you've got a great workout done today? We'll hit the same exercise. One of my favorite movements to get a really good buzz in the glutes and the lower back is by kicking the legs. I call it a flutter kick. It's really just like front crawling. If you're a swimmer, front crawl the legs. But here's what you gotta do. You gotta bolt the legs really straight so your thighs come off the floor. And just a little kick of the feet gets you really going. Yeah, looks a bit silly, but who cares, right? It's functional if you're a swimmer too. Okay, so we're gonna circle around and scoot back and kick the feet. Go. Doesn't matter on the speed, doesn't matter on the pace. Oh. Come on, you're almost there. See if you can kick a little faster. Not necessarily circle the arms faster, but just squeeze your shoulder blades now. Let's do 5 more seconds. 1 more rep. Kick quick, kick quick. Time. Awesome work. Push up, sit back. Yes. 20 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that 20 minutes is all you ever need, but you can be really certain, really sure that what you've just done was really effective. If those moments that you thought this is really tough and you're having to take any of those modifications, great. Absolutely fantastic. And the more you might want to rewind this workout, you might want to do it again, you might want to do it a couple of times a week. But the more you do this, the less time that you'll need to set up the exercise and actually get straight into the great part of the movements. Push forwards, lower down, and just lightly lift up. A little stretch, and then we're done. Hope you enjoyed the session. Nice short one to get the week, or almost get the week started. Sit back. And from myself, Dave, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you on the floor next time for our next